Alright, welcome everybody. So we're going to be finishing the last of the order in this video. It will be the last video I make for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but if for any reason you want to see some videos on some of the expansions, go down, I'll do that, but honestly I wasn't going to even mess with the expansion or anything unless somebody wanted to see it. So this first section is basically just combat during the process of me trying to find clues. I believe this is when I was looking for the clues for Gondola. And some of them might have been just exploration and something like that, but actually no, actually there's a clue this one over here too. And there's the target. The only thing I thought was kind of shitty, I guess, I'm gonna say, is we had to find every single clue
All turn to the order. It keeps
in order
people
to
well placed.
reveal
It is not
the
truth,
member.
but true power.
You desecrate
But
the very purpose of life.
I know they kind of
No.
do that because
No.
people
I
can just
place power
look up
on
where
power.
the person is and then go
The
kill them.
great
And that would,
becomes greater.
for some people,
You
just
will
want to take
see.
a shortcut like that. It's kind of boring, but like if you happen to come across them, I think you should be able to go ahead and kill them. Kind of like the, I don't even know what to call it, the minions, I guess you would say,
Everyone he was Christian.
that you find always on the
He
road
was
and stuff that
not.
you run
He
into.
was one of us. He only wanted
these
the
members,
silver
you
and the
always have
swords
to
for his men of
reveal
mercy,
all the little
And you have
clues.
kept his tradition going.
without flinching, without hesitating. Offa would be proud of me.
Very
You
time
must have
consuming
seen
going through all
100
this.
summers, old man.
It feels
Finding all these
thus.
members, because I mean during the basic storyline you find a lot of clues and reveal, you know, a good majority of the order, but some of the other ones you pretty much go through the entire storyline without
The time has come.
Yes.
any clues at all.
Now I will be judged at the Witten of the gods.
To hell
Always
with
one thing
you.
to keep in mind when you're
Aye. Even Helheim needs
in a certain area. Just explore, do what you can to, you know, knock everything out that's in that area before you leave. It just saves you a whole lot of running around, and I didn't do that, so it actually took me quite a while to finish this up. Like, this video was only 30 minutes, but believe me, it took way longer to go back through certain areas that I've already been to, just to find a clue that was like right next to where I was, but I didn't look.
I am merely acting upon a foretold
And
destiny,
that happened quite a few times.
navigating the whim of greater gods.
The amount of
My
hours I
actions
put
are
in.
simply pebbles.
Pebbles that wash away in the surf as harmless as dust.
Pebbles
I can't
were
even,
once
honestly, I can't
bedrock.
even count how many
As
hours
for
I
you?
put in just looking for the clues after I beat this game, the main storyline. It definitely, like I said, just take some time to explore. You don't have to do, you know, like the worst parts that are heavily guarded and stuff like that. If you want to do those, that's fine, but like, sometimes these clues, or even the members of the order, are actually right there.
To carry my family to safety one day.
But like I said, you
And what
gotta
of the orphans you left behind? Do they get a boat?
reveal all the clues in
A
order
brigade
to
of bastards.
kill them,
They
unfortunately.
are the only ones left ruling England. My people were of the Wiccan kingdom. Now we are ruled by Christ-beaten bastards.
I wanted to make this video because I beat the main storyline, and I didn't really make a video for all that. So in order to kind of close this out, I wanted to make this one at least knock down the entire order tree.
I serve the young Athelred. He will rise one day.
He's no Alfred, from what I hear.
I lied to everyone, and they will never know. They will tell stories of me as a good man who served his lord.
Your Huga walks with a new beast.
Your feet.
These guys I've had more trouble with than the members of the order. Main guys of the order. Main members. This guy was actually a pain only because he had a patrol that was very close to him. I jacked up the difficulty on this after I beat the main storyline and I wanted to pick out the order, so I jacked up the difficulty.
My sword is lost.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny
Floating down a creek.
that these guys were more difficult to
I
beat
shall follow.
than
till
like
I
the main
dance
members of
again.
the order.
Or drown.
My life had been a carnival of drinking ale and pissing.
It could have been, I'm sure.
No, we have not reached such a point. I used the order to live a life of ale drinking, but the price of my ale was murder. Sad, really.
I ain't gonna lie, some of the monologues I wasn't a
see
huge fan of.
defeat. When Scops mention me, they will sing of my conquests.
Cowards do not get sagas.
I am no coward. In a long-lost battle for Wessex, I was the victor. The Scot could speak of that time. Focus on my lost honor.
No, I'll leave your reputation as it is. Here, in the blood-blackened mud.
I really hope with this next game, Assassin's Creed Rift, that they make it more like, I don't know, I want to say like Odyssey and Origins. The storyline with those two was really good. I thought. This one was good, don't get me wrong. Like, it wasn't as good as the last two. Don't ask me why, but I switched to the flail.
I've many gifts for you.
guy kept catching me off guard. I was not in the zone. Kept getting my ass kicked. 6 hours later.
A worm came creeping. He tore a man in two. Then Woden took 9 glory twigs.
Is this a prayer, an offering, or a final vestige of your oath?
Only a charm I never finished.
Here's some fine prey!
That was very distracting. And these guys are behind me when I'm trying to take this guy down, and Troll happens to wander up on us.
Now we crawl about for the scraps. Whatever crumbs you leave behind after your raids.
You wish you were a raider, a dringer.
Yes.
Farvel, Saltkloven.
Yeah, so here I unlocked that ability to wield 2 one-handed weapons. I want to test it out. You still move kind of slow, no matter what you do. Some good damage.
You play it raw.
I always thought that was total fucking bullshit. You'd be like mid-swing and all of a sudden they just pull a fucking bullet out their ass. It's like, give me a break.
No one will remember it. No one. Not your name, nor mine. It all ends up the same.
Regret torments you.
My only regret is losing to whatever you are. You reek of fading glory.
That's the kind of shit they should have put more of. You get a chance to say a few things to the person that killed you. I would be talking shit. One thing to keep in mind with these guys, if you haven't noticed by now, which you should have, is if you're in the middle of a combo, your first two hits are going to land just fine. Your third is not. He's going to interrupt it. By he, I mean all the warriors. The one man, they got they're going to interrupt it, like you're seeing here. You'll get your first two hits and then they'll start swinging. No matter what. Even if you're hitting them, they pull out the fucking hit. Get a third hit because each time during the combo he gets interrupted with his hits. So when you get to that point, make sure you hit the dodge, and then you'll kind of be able to keep hitting them. Don't dodge too much because you know you're obviously going to use your stamina all up.
You mostly.
Just dodge once or twice, and then hit him again, and just repeat the process, you know, over and over.
The old ones to be killed.
Throw in some more power moves. I didn't want to throw in too much power moves because
holds all glory.
I don't know. I didn't want to waste it on that. I don't know. Situations like this right here, like I got bombarded with taking 3 or 4 enemies at once. And I wanted to use all my abilities for something like that. It's too hard to gain the ability. So, you want to throw those power moves in, go ahead. I just didn't have the ability moves. Right here, I'm getting my fucking ass kicked by both of them. Did that quite a bit. You noticed I wasn't dodging when I should have. I made a lot of mistakes during these battles.
We honor your type, pagan. We strive as you strive to achieve the perfection of the ancient ones.
Pagan?
To be pagan is perfect.
Something for me. What is it?
A letter requesting your presence in the southwest.
So this is
Village
going to be the
called
last
Athelney.
part.
Nothing strange about a summons for me, is there?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. The letter is signed a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Ah, our mysterious partner.
For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most likely man, for a time.
Only one way to
You're
discover
going to be
the
really
truth.
surprised who this
Thank you,
is. I was
I'll
very
take care of this.
surprised. I really liked the twist.
All right there?
Yes, hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I am looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thank you.
So right here, you're pretty much just going to sleep, and the next day you find out who it is.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
I do. I enjoy them.
They're small things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast. Keep your eyes sharp.
There's the mystery man.
And the butter, do I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then. I'll leave you to this. If you need me, I'll be doing the washing up next door.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteered to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names, their schemes.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. Wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
And how are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable?
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I've traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
You?
Grand Magister was not a title I desired.
Oh yeah.
It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my study. That you may better understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place. A universal divine order, inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England, whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You are the last of her kings, and yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you.
So after you
God's
part,
works are wondrous.
because you're not gonna,
They cannot be ignored.
you're not gonna kill him.
Nor resisted.
I was actually
In time,
thinking that
all
maybe
those who
something was about
accept
to
God
happen,
will
like
flourish,
turn
and
the
all those who
conversation or
defy
whatever,
him
and you
will
were
fall
going to have an
away.
option to kill him or
Should you
let
remain
him
in
go,
England,
but you
you
don't.
too will one day be her subject.
He walked off and
Oh, bloody crumbs. The
tends the
cakes are
cakes or
burnt.
whatever,
Where is
and
that man? Young man, where have you
you can head to the
gone?
study.
That may have earned me a night of washing linen.
And then you're going to have
I do not know if we shall meet again.
a lot of
Eivor. God willing, we will. As one lord to another.
things to
perhaps.
read. But literally, there's
I'm
like
coming, my
letters.
lady.
There's like
I'm here.
several letters that you can read that explains the whole thing. His position in the Order, how he really felt about it. There's a lot of collectibles too when you get there.
To unlock his study. Somewhere in Winchester.
Dear, oh dear, look at them
A lot
little
of
balls
ruins
of
and stuff
soot.
like that. You're
Good
gonna
lady,
get all that
forgive me.
stuff. There's
I
like
was
I want to
lost
say
in
there's
thought.
No matter, just let him cool and we'll begin again.
there's 3 or 4
Direct me
chests
and I will obey.
chests there.
Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order's sigils. You will find King Alfred's
And
among
this is gonna be the last
King
of it,
Alfred?
guys.
Did our poor
The
fellow
last
soldier
video
lead you to
for
his hiding
Assassin's Creed
place?
Valhalla.
He did.
I hope
For
you
they were
guys
one and
enjoyed
the
it.
same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was
I know
the
I had a
Grand
lot of fun
Magister
playing
of
this
the Order
game.
of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order.
I
Fascinating.
hope you guys
Not
enjoyed all the
turned
videos.
so much as trampled.
Let me know if you
His
want
devotion
to
to
see any
Christ
more
and
on
what
the
he calls a
expansions.
universal order set him against them from the start.
If you do, I'll
With
be
all
more happy to make
sincerity,
another
he
video for you
loathed the
guys.
title and the duty he had inherited,
Alright.
and wished them destroyed.
Thank you guys so
Wonderful.
much for watching.
With
If you
his
liked the video, hit
abdication,
a
the
like and
last
subscribe.
stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there.
And we'll
and
see
you,
what's
Eivor.
next.
Now that you
See
have
what
seen
games
our
next. If you
enemy
guys
and you
have any
understand
ideas,
our
throw them
cause,
down.
I wonder
I'll
if you would
take a
join
look
us.
at the games and see if I
Become
can
a
make a
hidden
video
one.
for you guys.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire? It is a kind offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to be in plain view for all to see.
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it, it could open your mind to another view.
Another view is always welcome. But to live without celebrating one's glory and honor and achievements is not a life for me. But know this, I would give my life in a moment for those I love and who love me in return. All here, including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well indeed.